Hello, everyone. This is ALBERTA, the BitcoinMeister, the DisruptMeister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is May the 22nd, 2018. Oh, what a day for a strong hand, right, people? Yeah, those of you who don't value your wealth in Bitcoin, those of you who do not understand that one Bitcoin still equals one Bitcoin, some of you might have gotten weak hands today. None of you who watch this show on a regular basis should have gotten weak hands today. You should have a strong hand, unconfiscatable, deferral of gratification. I'm offended by selling Bitcoin. All right, it's already it's like, what is it, 5:15 in the morning here in Norway. And of course it's light outside because it's always light outside here. And I haven't gone to sleep yet. So let's just jump right into this show. I mean, I'm on East Coast time, even though I haven't been on the East Coast of the United States since April the 13th. All right. Yeah, check out the links below. Get your Trezor Ledger Nano t-shirts. This one says a Satoshi on it. You know Satoshi Nakamoto, right? Well, that's what it says, Satoshi in Japanese. It's a cool shirt. All right. Yeah, and I'll be in Alberta. We've talked about this before. I'll keep on talking about it. July in Alberta. All the links are below. You can see my schedule when what I'm doing there. Hopefully, there's a few guys I got to get back to. My Vancouver buddy, I know I owe you some emails. I'd love to come up to Vancouver afterwards or before. And I owe my buddy in Ireland an email. That's not about visiting Ireland. Dude, I am things are just too busy here. It's very difficult to. All right, let's start the show. So here's a great a tweet from Alistair. And of course, I'll be in Florida. Miami people hit me up. So, and Vegas maybe. So Alistair Milne has a tweet that says, I'll worry about the future of Bitcoin as a store of value when most of the governments running the largest economies in the world run a budget surplus. Ooh, yeah. Guys, you can value your wealth in these inflating currencies if you want to. But they're just going to keep on printing them. Bitcoin, they're only going to ever be 21 million of them. Store of value, baby. All right. As opposed to the welfare dollar, which is just printed and printed and printed. All right. And yeah, on Friday, 11 a.m., J.W. Weatherman and Ken Bozak will be on the show. And some third guy, hopefully. I'm working on that. It won't be just some third guy. It'll be a good third guy. God, I'm not... There's other stuff I was going to say about my trips. Hey, so Tesla, you guys know that I want to get my dad a Tesla, a 2021 model, safely after the 2020 halving. That's the earliest I'll spend any of my Bitcoin on anything. And the first thing I like to do when I spend the Bitcoin or, change it into fiat or whatever you want to say, because I've never changed the Bitcoin into fiat, but after 2020, that's the earliest I'll ever do it. And I'd like to get my dad a Tesla. Well, I see today, thanks to who was it? Dennis tweeted this out. Dennis in the Netherlands, not in the net. Yeah, was it? Is Dennis in the Netherlands? Yeah, Dennis is in the Netherlands. He tweeted. We're going to talk about the Netherlands a little later on. Dennis tweeted this out, and what's his face also participated in. You don't care who's who here. My point is this: Elon Musk said we're going to include some fun games as hidden Easter eggs in Tesla S, X, and 3. What do you think would be most fun in a car using the center touchscreen? And Dennis Parker replied, Bitcoin wallet. And so did Money Triggs. And so did I. So I linked to this tweet below. Reply Bitcoin wallet to be put that, let Elon Musk put that in the next Teslas that he's coming out with. I don't know when they're coming out. They seem to take a while to come out these days from what I've heard. I'm no car guru or anything, but I was so impressed by the Tesla. And I think it's the perfect combination, Bitcoin and Tesla. A lot of these Bitcoin guys and cryptocurrency guys who've done well like to buy Lamborghinis and just ridiculous cars. Tesla's not that ridiculous. It's coming down to earth in prices. And of course, when I was in Los Angeles, a buddy of mine picked me up in a Tesla, and I was forever impressed. And he's a Bitcoin guy, of course. So this would be a great marketing move for Tesla. Everybody in Bitcoin would all of a sudden want a Tesla. They'd be loyal to Tesla, and it would make the news too. It's a good combination. So go to this, retweet this, reply to it. Just say Bitcoin wallet to Elon Musk's tweet about what he should. And you never know what might happen. Hey, it's worth a shot. Let's be in motion here. And speaking of being in motion, Henry Law just sent 10 Hong Kong dollars. I drive a Model S85D. Wait for Mercedes EQS, dude. All you car guys, hey man, let all these luxury cars, put in a freaking do it, guys. Put in a Bitcoin wallet. I'll talk about your luxury car. And also, B Ruck says, guess you don't need my $2 for a razor anymore. No, I don't actually. I finally got around to shaving because I've been very busy and I stay up very late to make these shows. And then I get so tired that I cannot even shower or shave. I just have to go to sleep and I miss, and then I run the next morning. So today I finally got it in. And B Ruck, for your information, I have no idea the last time I bought a razor. It was so long. It had to be around 2012. I went to Target and I bought like a 20 pack of those just reusable razors. And then I have I'm not going to say how many male siblings I have, but one of my males, I was able to get some razors from a sibling. And yeah, I haven't paid for razors in so long. And that's how you get in the situation that I am, where you just get to travel around the world and you live, you plan ahead. You're not impulsive. You don't shave. I don't shave every day. I don't need to shave. Would I shave 3 times a week, twice a week, once a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks? It saves you money in the long run because razors are expensive. But at the same time, I bought a whole bunch at the same time. And for some reason, one of my siblings didn't want his razors anymore. And I was like, thanks, dude. And they weren't used or anything like that either. But hey, B Ruck, thanks for the $2, the $1.99. Are you in Baltimore, dude? I think you've said, yes, I am. I'm the frugal king. Correct. Yes. Congrats. Yeah. Thank you for the congratulations. It's done very well for me. I can't lie. Being frugal it's great. And anyone can do it. And I've said this in my videos and stuff. Just, you got to think ahead, long-term planning, long-term thinking. Don't just buy, some impulsive disposable razor because, oh, I left all my razors at home. I can't go 2 days without. I can't go a week without. Yeah, you can go a week without. All right. But some people like the beard. I don't like the beard. I don't like the beard. All right. So it's uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. Pound that like button if you like that little tangent there. And follow me at TechBot on Twitter, BitcoinMeister on Steemit, and yeah, Trezor. It's a great place to store. I store a lot of my cryptocurrency on a Trezor, and you can use the affiliate links below. And we're going to talk about storing and controlling your private key in a second here. But before we do that, we're going to talk about the great Charlie Lee, the guy who founded Litecoin. He's been on the show a few times before. You can look it up in the archives. Check out those links below to see the archives, see This Week in Bitcoin, see the Beyond Bitcoin show where I talk about shaving and being frugal and whatever the heck else I do, the whole Meister lifestyle. And eating salmon heads. Oh, so delicious. I had some salmon today. So not any salmon heads, but they got some good salmon in Norway. They got some good salmon in Norway. You better believe it. They're out there fishing right now because it's been light like for hours upon hours. I cannot get used to this light, the constant light. People in Alaska, you're pretty hardcore, I guess. So yeah, Charlie Lee says Verge mining is being exploited again. Someone has 51% attacked and taken over the Verge network again. Pornhub transactions are being reversed. You don't value your wealth in porn, people. Value it in Bitcoin. Okay, that's what you end up on Pornhub and getting hacked because of Verge, because you valued your wealth in women or something like that. All right, using 5 mining algorithms actually made it much worse. This is a great blog explaining what's happening. He links to it in his tweet. I link to his tweet. Check it out. When Charlie Lee tweets about something like this, it's real, man. So, hey, man, these, as I've said before, some of these altcoins are going to have great falls where one day one that's probably as big as Verge is just going to break and die or something, and no one's going to continue it. That's not what happened. It's alive. Hey, and the price didn't even go down that much. I mean, that's how much like these traders don't even know what don't care about fundamentals whatsoever. But hey, I don't mess with these weak altcoins. You know, these third tier. Verge is like a second tier or a third tier altcoin. I don't know. It's not a first tier altcoin. I'll tell you that. And yeah, all crypto is down today, though. Not just in terms of dollars, but who gives a darn? I mean, you're valuing your wealth in Bitcoin here, and you have a strong freaking hand. All right, so there's some people out there that say that CNBC Fast Money has pumped Bcash. And yeah, something is odd about their little obsession with B. From what I've seen, I mean, I don't watch TV, but I see when people tweet out this stuff that, you know, they say buy Bcash. It seems like they're promoting Bcash. But there's some people that want, you know, the government to step in and to like punish CNBC. And I don't want the SEC meddling in this. You know, I buyer beware. Who the heck takes the advice of CNBC? I mean, 80%ers are going to be fooled by this, okay? If you're impulsive and you listen to the people on the TV just because they're on the TV, then, I mean, you deserve what you get. You're going to learn the hard way. You know, people could have gotten Bcash for free. They should have gotten Bcash for free. If you controlled your own private key, if you were a long-term Bitcoin holder, didn't play around on these exchanges and listen to CNBC or whatever, you would have gotten Bcash for free, and you would have sold it to one of these 80%ers who buys it when CNBC tells them to do it. So no, we don't, let people learn the hard way. This is where the big boys play, okay? I don't want the SEC meddling in this because it gets them close. It just complicates things. When, you know, and Bcash is centralized. They probably could have it in some form or fashion. I don't want that happening. I don't want, because it tarnishes the Bitcoin name. It hurts crypto. The SEC right now is into virtue signaling and grandstanding about ICOs, okay? Let them just stick with the ICO thing. And if people are silly enough to listen to CNBC or whoever, and they're buying Bcash just because they saw it on TV, then that they deserve what they get or whatever. They buy anything that they see on this. I'm not even going to pick on Bcash here, but it's, you know, there's some Ripple. If you bought Ripple because you saw on CNBC, you deserve what you get. Learn, people. Think. Don't be impulsive. Do you buy everything that when you see Coca-Cola advertised on TV, you buy it, right? Yeah, you probably do. You probably, when you're watching your NFL, you buy Anheuser-Busch right away, right? You do, because you're 80%er. I don't know what to say, dudes. I don't know what to say. You know, you're really affected by marketing, apparently. I mean, you got to think. Just because it's on TV doesn't mean you got to go buy it. But the way the United States works, or Western civilization works these days, it seems like a lot of people they see it on TV, must have it, even though it's not a necessity whatsoever. But anyway, people have valued their wealth in just fitting into mainstream society and being down with the TV. All right, so but speaking of the SEC, they are here. A Matt Odell tweet says, new SEC statement on ICOs. Regulators are coordinating on an international level to take strong actions to deter and stop fraud. Awesome. Great. Let all the regulating agencies of the free world and the enslaved world just come together and obsess about ICOs. Great. That's awesome. Let them waste, because they can understand that. Let them waste their time on that. Let them grandstand, virtue signals, make all the 80%ers think they're saving them, they're helping them. Oh, we're saving the common people. Great, do that. Let them do that. That is great for the people who are into Bitcoin, okay? That's great for us because they're leaving Bitcoin. They'll have a handful of things to do, virtue signaling about ICOs and, helping the poor children and, saving the poor. It's for the children that we're regulating the ICOs. That'll be the next. Or let them say that's great. That's great. Let them stay in the ICO land. I love it. Let them grandstand over there. Pound that like button. Well, the great 21 million club, he sent me this link from Crypto Core Media. And you might remember I met the guy behind Crypto Core Media when I was in Darwin, Australia. And this article is not by the founder. It's not by 21 million. It's by another guy. And he said, now, again, I don't speak the language, but he's so in the Netherlands, they have the Dutch somehow on a test that gets you, a mathematics test that gets you from high school to college. It lets you go up a level, okay? It's a state test, mentions Bitcoin in a math problem, all right? Now, I don't know who the heck snuck that in there. I mean, I have a hard time believing that the government was like, well, this is a good idea. Let's indoctrinate the kids into Bitcoin. But if this slipped in there, or maybe the Dutch government thought this was a great thing. Hey, we like Bitcoin. I don't know. That's great that it got in there because now these are really young people. I mean, born in like the 2000s, they are going to hear about Bitcoin in school, and it's going to become natural for them. So yeah, I mean, I don't like government education at all. It's terrible. You shouldn't send your kids to a government school. But at least in this country, somehow Bitcoin snuck in there, and they're going to get this thing implanted in them that it's normal. And maybe more of them will become interested in it immediately and ask their moms and dads for some money to buy some euros to buy Bitcoin. All right, so 21 million. Thank you for that very interesting story. I haven't heard it anywhere else but Crypto Core Media, so it is linked to below, and you guys can decide for yourself. And maybe someone, my friends in the Netherlands. We've got a few friends over there. I mentioned what's his face beforehand, Dennis. X Tengaz. What is his what's Dennis's Twitter handle? I don't know. God, it starts with an X. And then the other dudes I know over there. The guys with that interviewed me when I was in Hong Kong, when I was in Taiwan. Oh God, I'm forgetting. It's late. Well, it's early. Anyway, but they can contact me. I am obviously got to go to sleep soon. All right, Circle. Circle has a new buy the market option. Oh God. Okay, so let's explain what this is here. First of all, Matt Odell reminds us, remember that Circle doesn't allow you to withdraw crypto purchased on their platform. Custodial options should be avoided, although I do understand the appeal to certain investors, same people who will buy Bitcoin ETFs. So this is their buy the market product. Buy the market. You simply decide how much you want to invest, and we distribute it across all the coins in the Circle Invest. Invest will automatically and seamlessly distribute your investment according to each asset's market cap. So basically, you give Circle a bunch of fiat, and then they're not going to buy Bitcoin. They're going to buy everything for you. All 7 of their coins, and who knows how many they might have eventually. And they'll distribute it in a good way. So I mean, this is what happens. And then you can't take your coins off, as Matt said. In order to get your money back, you got to sell your coins. And of course, they're taking, they're charging you, fees along the way. This is ridiculous, dudes. Learn. If you're going to invest in other coins, if you're going to invest in Bitcoin, buy Litecoin, learn how to store it on your freaking Trezor, okay? Or control your private key in some way. Don't let this happen. I mean, you're being a CUCK if you let you're like watching other people control what is yours. what should be under your control. So this is what the 80%ers are going to get into. They're going to be impulsive. They're going to go, well, I got to get. Now, again, there are going to be some older people who don't want to learn the technology, as Matt alluded to, who are going to do it this way too. Okay, fine. But if you have the time to learn the technology, you really should. And you should control your own private key, because Circle could disappear. And you don't really own any of these coins. They're deciding the percentage of what coin they're buying for you. If you want another coin, learn about that coin and buy as much of that coin as you want. Okay, it's really simple. And if you can't learn about if you don't understand another coin, then just buy Bitcoin. Then just take your freaking time, because I have heard from many people who don't take their time. They end up losing their Bitcoin to Bcash, losing their Bcash to Bitcoin, losing their Monero because it got hacked, because they went to the wrong Monero site. I mean, because they didn't really control their private keys. They didn't understand what the heck they were doing. So again, I in the title of this, I said Circle was what else did I say? It was food for the 80%. Yeah, it is. I mean, don't take the 80% route here, the 80%ers route. So finally, no, there's more here. There's more. Let me see. Oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to say about this is, the more people who take this Circle route and let other people control their private key, if you control your private key, you become that much more elite, okay? It's going to benefit you in the long run, because the people who let other people manage their assets for them, they're going to lose. They're going to end up selling for Bitcoin, and it's going to increase the value of Bitcoin that you're holding, okay? By being a holder of Bitcoin through all this nonsense, it's only going to help you. You're going to become more elite from all these people making these mistakes and losing their Bitcoin and selling their Bitcoin. I mean, just ridiculous. All right, so this guy, Steve Lockstep, has a tweet. And this is great. You should repeat this. Very few experts actually see quantum computing destroying cryptography in as little as 5 years. The recent RSAC cryptographers panel suggested 20 to 30 years, and no scenario where all crypto is suddenly broken. Okay, so maybe in 20 to 30 years, these quantum computers are going to be able to break cryptography, okay? But there's going to be warning. It's not going to happen suddenly. And so Bitcoin will be able to prepare and adapt. Andreas Anthopoulos has said the same thing in the past, but this guy put it in a better way. Finally, I noticed that there is a Baltimore area Bitcoin or cryptocurrency meetup. It's down in Anne Arundel County, which is south of Baltimore City. It's not the suburb. I grew up in Baltimore County, but it's at the unallocated space, and so I linked to it below. I mean, just giving a shout out to Baltimore. I don't know if these guys even know. I found out about it through a Facebook group that I forgot I was even a member of. And again, my Facebook thing it's a personal website, people. Personally, it does have. I don't do anything. I don't really interact with Bitcoin on there. I did happen to join some Baltimore Facebook Bitcoin thing a long time ago, but I don't put my Facebook out there to my Bitcoin. I obviously, you get my Bitcoin updates from TechBot on Twitter, from BitcoinMeister on Steemit, and right here on YouTube as and at disruptmeister.com. That's good enough. Facebook is for other stuff, for just pictures and my friends I've had for a very long time. Anyway, I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Do check out the notes section below. Oh yeah, I'm on minds.com also if you like that kind of thing. That's linked to below also. Hey, okay, see you later. I'll join you dudes in the chat right now. Satoshi.